Hey there, Steven here from Big Number 1 Motorsports today to tell you about the Yamaha FJR 1300. This impressive 1300cc inline 4 fuel injected motorcycle is one of the leading bikes in the super sport touring world. A lot to talk about on this bike, but I'm just going to talk about the versatility of it today because I'm limited on time. So a few things I'd like to talk about. One, let's talk about the suspension on it. For 2013, they revitalized the bike. Now you have a choice between the base model or an ES model, which is an electronically adjustable suspension. Basically, if you're the same old guy that rides the same old roads every day by yourself, nothing really changes, you probably want to save $1,000 to go with the base model. But if you may ride by yourself one day, may ride with luggage the next, or with a passenger sometimes, or different road types, then you may want to consider the ES model. You get a few options there as far as adjustability. You can adjust preload when you're stopped, and you can adjust compression on the fly, rebound and compression dampening on the fly. Basically, at a standstill, you can choose between one up with luggage, two up, or two up with luggage. Basically, all that's doing is adjusting the preload when you choose those settings. From there, you can choose between soft, medium, or hard. And each one of those have 3 settings in between them, giving you a combined 21 different options for dampening. So that's a nice feature that they have there. Also, talking about versatility, again, a few things to talk about to kind of make the bike customized for your riding. One, talk about the seat a little bit. This is actually an adjustable seat. You have almost an inch again, adjustability you can choose from. So depending on your inseam, what seat height best suits you, you can adjust that. Also, while we're talking about adjustability, if you notice this panel right here, this black panel here, with just a pull of a pin right here, you can actually control what kind of air is hitting you. So by moving this panel down to this spot here, what you actually are doing is you're forcing the air to come through these cracks here after hitting the engine, almost acting as a heater, pushing warm air on you. While if it's in the middle of the summer and you're riding and you need to be cooler, you can move these panels up to where they are now, and you have them on both sides. Move them up to where they are now, it lets the air come out to the side and around you, so you're not getting roasted by the engine. Another thing too, and again, I like to talk about as far as electronics on this thing. You do have traction control you can turn on and off. You have sport and touring mode, again, the adjustable suspension, heated grips, cruise control. Another neat little feature that this thing has that I like is it actually has an electronically adjustable windshield. Right now it's all the way down. With just a push of a button, you can raise it up to get yourself a little bit more out of the weather. Because I mean, in the mornings leaving out, you might want the windshield up to keep the cool air off of you. While coming back in the afternoons when it's hotter, you want this thing down to keep you cooler, getting more air on you. So that's a nice feature there as well. One last thing too I like to talk about is actually these saddlebags. These are molded, or these fit to the subframe of the bike, so they're nice and sturdy, close to the bike to help with around town maneuvering, but they actually come off very easily. Just by twisting that key, this thing comes right off of it. So even I like that. One, it makes cleaning them a lot easier, and if you want to lose a little bit of weight for maybe some more spirited riding on the weekends, you can drop those off of there, lose a little bit of weight, get a little bit more maneuverability. Those are just a few things I touched on this bike. There's still a lot more to talk about. If you're interested in it and look at getting one, come down to Big Number 1, ask for me, Steven, or call in. I'll be glad to help and get you riding.